No, I'm not feeling this. Try again. So hopefully everyone's okay right now. I really don't want this video to be about coronavirus whatsoever, but it was really just to drop by and let you know like my future plans, that I do have a lot of videos in the bag from the bungalow from quite a long time ago, because obviously I can't be there right now. And I've got a few from around the house as well, not loads, but there's also jobs that I could be doing. So yeah, I just wanted to keep you informed. Also let you know that I've had to alter this treadmill desk, because unfortunately the old treadmill that I built it around lasted a month, and I found that cheap treadmills aren't, well, the motors, well, that motor anyway, wasn't suitable for what I wanted it, and it burnt out. I say burnt out, it was really, really, really loud, and you just couldn't have done any work on there. So I had to wrap it up, post it back to Amazon and get a full refund. And then I thought I'd ask the only company in the UK that supplied a lifespan treadmill, underdesk treadmill, for a cheeky discount, and they obliged. And I'm so glad that I did it. I'm really glad that I invested in it as well. If you ask me at the time, would I have bought it? No, because they are very expensive. But I don't really spend a lot on things anyway. And I knew it was something that I used. And I've been keeping fit. And obviously, because most of us have got to stay home right now, that is how I'm going to be keeping fit every day. Maybe not weekends, but yeah. So I'll show you a quick video shortly on how I've altered that. It was very basic, because it's slightly wider, this one, than the other one. I still have the hole there, which I use for cables. So all wasn't lost, and I certainly wasn't going to build it all from scratch again. And the other thing is that if I'd bought a proper desk that elevates to go with the treadmill, they're actually about £1,000. So paying 40, 50 quid to make this, it is a bargain in my eyes. So I've saved some money. I tried to save a lot more in the long run, but it just didn't pay off on this occasion. The other thing I want to say, in case you didn't know, many of us, including us, are ordering things on Amazon right now because we can't order essentials from Tesco's and things online. And I refused to go to my local co-op because nobody was keeping the 2 metre distance. So luckily I found a farm shop that was doing a drive-through system. But if you do order something on Amazon right now, turns out this Amazon Smile scheme's been going a long time, and you might have known it, I didn't. But it's a little bit like affiliates. But if you order something through it, you can select what charity you can donate. Well, they donate 0.5% straight to the NHS or whatever charity that you want, that you think is probably going to be suffering, because so many businesses are suffering right now. But just so you know, if you want to somehow contribute in a way that you may not have been able to afford, and you had to buy something on Amazon, then I'd look into that. The only thing is I can't get it to work on my app, and apparently it does work for some. So someone like me would have to go on a laptop and do it. But anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. I hope you're all okay. I'm sorry if I didn't say that, but I've filmed this intro or this video so many times now. Anyway, hopefully you'll enjoy this little bit of a DIY project for now, until I try and get back into a rhythm next week and onwards. But right now, I have found it a little, well, quite demotivating, or just struggling to prioritise my videos. So first things first, I have to legally put a disclaimer here because I've had some sort of discount. This isn't paid, but I'll leave a link below to the Treadmill desk store if it's something that you think would benefit you. And this is the TR2000 DT3 model. It's not the top of the range one. This is meant to be suitable for about 6 hours a day of usage. And I now find myself comfortably working on it at the preset, which is 2.4 miles an hour. Honestly, if you've got any questions on how I work on this, then feel free to ask below. But the first thing I had to do was alter the side bit of my treadmill desk, because my other treadmill was much narrower and it was lighter than this. But first I wanted to find out the least messy way of altering it using what I had here. and I ended up going for a gallows bracket. So first, I'm unscrewing the bottom shelf. Luckily this was only screwed down in offcuts. That's what I need, just that little piece off. And then I put blocks underneath it so I could hand saw in situ, because it's quite a heavy desk. I just didn't see the point of moving it if I didn't have to. So I'm cutting it exactly in line with one of the bottom battens. And did exactly the same here. That way I'd be left with an L piece that I could work with. We'll pop you there, and I didn't realise I've missed a bit. Hello, boy. And I'm simply just moving the support from the front towards the back area. So as long as I'm cutting it in line with the adjoining piece, that's exactly the height that I needed. Some supervisors are very hard to please. And to attach it, I'm using exactly the same methods as before, and that's creating pocket holes with my Trend pocket hole jig. I'll leave all Amazon Smile links below if you want any of these tools yourself. So I popped that in position using a set square to make sure it was square as much as possible, and then screwed that in. The other thing I didn't get on camera was I just drew around one of those battens along the corner so I could put the bottom shelf back. And I cut that notch out with a jigsaw. Hurrah! And here's when I thought use a gallows bracket, and that is cutting two 45-degree angles either side. Although I had to sacrifice a little bit here because I'd screwed it together and filled the holes. Ideally I would have had a bigger bracket than this, but I just wanted to use what I had at the minute. But it is still really strong, but I do think it'd be stronger if it was a few inches longer. It's not like a stand on the top of this desk, and it's still really robust. And off camera, I painted all the exposed cuts with the same black paint. And finally, after 2 weeks of working at my dining table with a laptop, I can work from home again like many others right now, but get fit at the same time. Don't knock it until you've tried it. So I love you and leave you. Please stay safe, and hopefully I will be bright and something or other for more videos in the next coming weeks. But do let me know if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see, like Q&As or how to do something, not necessarily DIY, because I don't have a great deal of wood, just offcuts, but there might be something that I've not thought about that you'd all like to see. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.